How many times have you known that there's a problem going on at work with a staff member or another report to you? And since you know this person pretty well, you let it go. Or maybe you reprimand them, but you don't follow up like you should have followed up. I had that lesson earlier this month, and the effects of it are still lingering. Sometimes we try and give people the benefit of the doubt, but in reality, it's really us sticking our heads in the sand because we don't necessarily want to carry out discipline with people that we like. This is going to cause a huge issue because people can see it. People can notice when somebody's not performing at their best and that it's not being called out. So when they see that, they take it also as an opportunity to do it themselves. And then others who are high performers see that low performance isn't called out. Then they feel diminished, they feel less than, and they feel like you don't really care about the good work that they're doing. When you stick your head in the sand and you ignore a problem, you're hurting yourself on two different sides, both with the people who are really good at their jobs and the people who see an opportunity to do less than. That's not even to mention that sometimes we're letting bias play a part. We're choosing who and when we're giving discipline and boundaries. And that is a toxic work culture. Boundaries should be consistent. They should be for everybody. And they should have consistency in how and when they're applied. We need to have clear rules, clear boundaries, and clear lines so that both underperformers and overperformers can do their jobs. It gives us a clear line to when overperformance is happening. And it also gives the line of when we should be praising and noticing when people are going above and beyond. So many leaders lose such good staff members, those overachievers, because they not only fail to praise their good work, but also to notice when the other team members are falling behind. If I'm on a team and I'm going to be treated the same way as an underperformer, I'm out. And that's how a lot of staff members feel. So if you want to keep those good members and weed out the ones who aren't doing their jobs, you've got to learn how to have boundaries. And not just boundaries, but you've got to learn how to enforce them while feeling personal issues. And sometimes, as people who are your own boss, entrepreneurs, business owners, it gets especially sticky for you because you don't have anybody to answer to. And for those leaders who are in organizations where they do have somebody above them, reach out to them, ask for support, ask for their opinion, ask for somebody who can help you follow through. Following through and setting boundaries and consequences for underperformance is only going to help your team. Even if you lose people, even if they're people you like, you want the best team for the job. And in the end, it's your job as a leader to set the boundaries and expectations for your team. That also builds trust. High performers will trust you that when there's an underperformer, somebody they cannot depend on, that they can depend on you to fix that problem. So part of setting boundaries is also about continuing to build trust on your team as a leader. They want to see you as competent, in charge, and able to carry out consequences, the consequences that they don't want to carry out. Because if you don't carry them out, that means they're going to leave, which is their own consequence to you. So next time you've got somebody who's underperforming, try and leave your relationship with them out of it. Try to leave that, if you like them or not, out of it. Try to remember that you're there to complete a task and a job. You have the control over the boundaries and the lines. You can make a difference on your team by keeping only the best staff and calling for excellence from the team members who aren't showing up all the time. If they don't respond to the boundary, it's then your choice to work with your company and organization on a plan on what to do with that staff member. But don't leave it, because if you leave it, it could be 3, 4, 5, 6 months later, and you still have this issue, or it's come up yet again. So please, when you have the issue, take care of it. Set the boundary and follow up to ensure that it's still being taken care of. 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year later. Don't fall into the trap that I have fallen into so many times of hoping for the best, thinking that they'll change without following up on those same behaviors that they've been struggling with. What you'll end up with is a massive pile of work when either they are let go or they leave. Don't let it go. Don't put your head in the sand. The relationship that you've built with them, if they're underperforming consistently, means nothing to them. You have to put your own goals, the goals of the team and the performance of the team above the behavior of underperformers. I'm Kristin Martinez. I work with leaders and organizations to help improve productivity, reduce turnover of good staff, and overall work to have healthier cultures. If you like my videos, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. I don't know where the buttons are. And I hope to see you next week.